On March 4th, 2026, at around 11 p.m., Destiny K was asleep in her bed when something suddenly jolted her awake. At the time, she had no idea what had just happened, but her home had actually been struck by lightning. And that wasn't the only thing she was unaware of, because that same night, something truly unsettling ended up being captured on camera. Right at the moment the lightning hit, something unusual seems to occur inside her bedroom.
Okay. So that's me in bed, there's a TV. Look in this general area, okay? This corner of the room. And tell me if you see what I see. The lightning strikes. Look in this bottom right corner. Wait for it. There. Turn the brightness.
I'll show the footage slowed down so it's easier to catch, but keep in mind, the eerie sound you hear isn't added in afterward. It's simply how the audio sounds when played at 10% speed. Here's what was recorded.
Do you see that? Tell me that doesn't look like a person sitting on the floor in my bedroom. And then they're gone. And then it's just gone. With this thing.
Even though Destiny isn't completely sure what she's looking at, she says she can clearly make out the outline of a figure. The image itself isn't very sharp, but it does appear that something forms out of nowhere before vanishing just as quickly.
So over here is where I capture the footage. I do not want to go over there, so I'm kind of staying over here. I haven't really sort of crossed this way. I sort of exit out the other door. Basically I saw the flash.
But that wasn't the only strange thing her cameras picked up that night. Later on, another incident was recorded elsewhere in the house.
Literally half the power in this house is out. Half of the house is out.
In the living room, her security camera captured firefighters arriving to inspect the home after the lightning strike, making sure there was no risk of fire. But during their check, something odd happens.
This is all captured on like a security camera that's battery operated, and thank God we had that. Pay attention to this firefighter right here. He keeps looking over at the couch again and again, like as if someone's sitting there and there's not. And this is when it really gets weird.
According to the firefighters, they believed they saw someone sitting on the couch. Take a closer look.
Really? Yeah. Well, invited is right now. Invited is a strong word. I had to say it. Part of my life.
On that very couch where they thought someone had been sitting, the back cushion suddenly lifts, almost as if someone had just stood up. Now, a simple explanation could be that one of the firefighters had leaned against it and the cushion was just returning to its normal shape afterward. But things don't stop there. If that were the case, then what explains what happens next? Just minutes earlier, in the same recording, a firefighter shines a light toward the couch, revealing something strange.
Yeah, brother. You know what, actually? I knew you did. That's the very corner of the dark and the right wall. There you go. Oh, okay. All right. All I need are
This time, no one is near the sofa. No one is touching it. Yet an indentation in the cushion begins to disappear, as if something invisible had just gotten up and moved away, almost reacting to the light. None of the firefighters seemed to notice this in the moment, and Destiny only discovered it later while reviewing the footage. As she kept going through the recordings, she spotted something else that's easy to miss. Earlier, when one of the firefighters kept glancing toward the couch, as if something caught his attention, this happens.
I didn't even know. House. Number 4. No, not that I mean, we've got like city blackouts. Not towers, so. Situation.
Whatever he thought he saw must have been unsettling, because he couldn't stop looking back. And then, without warning, a candle that had been burning suddenly goes out on its own. Not long after, a second candle extinguishes as well, with both firefighters claiming they saw someone on the couch. Combined with the candles going out for no clear reason, the entire situation becomes even more eerie. Considering everything that happened that night, it's understandable why Destiny believes she may have captured something paranormal on camera. But like many cases like this, there's no definitive answer. As of now, there haven't been any updates, leaving this incident unexplained. As always, let me know what you think about this one, and let's move on to this next case. This next clip was sent to me by a viewer who explains that it was originally recorded by his brother, Carlos. Carlos used to film himself while hiking along trails through the forests of El Moncal, a rural area near Barcelona, Spain. The footage dates back to 2016, and according to his brother, Carlos hasn't gone on a nighttime hike ever since. Whatever he experienced out there clearly left a lasting impression. So what do you think? Did Carlos capture something paranormal out in the forest? Could it be a ghost caught on camera? Or is there a more logical explanation behind it all? Maybe even an elaborate setup? I'll let you decide, and whatever it is that you decide, I'm also curious what you think of this next clip. Late one night, two girls are home alone, seemingly having a sleepover at one of their houses. It's unclear whose home they're in, but one thing is certain. After what happens, it's unlikely they'd want to spend another night there again. As the footage shows, something genuinely unsettling was caught while they stayed up late.
Walking really funny.
The girl behind the camera is known as Kay Marie, and she recorded this years ago when she was still in grade school. Even now, long after the incident, she says it's something she's never been able to forget. As she explains, "Me and my cousin were just messing around and we ended up capturing something really strange." This is her footage. Watch closely.
Go over there and then go like, dude, what the heck, man? Who are you? Hello? What was that? Did you guys see that?
It happens in an instant, but a faint, almost transparent figure seems to move across the frame. At the time, Kay Marie could tell she saw something, but she couldn't figure out what it was. Then, almost immediately after she asks, "Who are you?" a wispy, translucent shape suddenly darts right over her head.
Dude, what the heck, man? Who are you? Hello? What was that?
It moves so fast that it's nearly impossible to make out any clear form, making the moment even more confusing. But that wasn't the only strange thing captured that night. Later on, Kay Marie records something else.
That? Did you guys see that? Come on. Come here. Come here.
A faint voice can be heard saying, "Come here." It's very quiet, almost like a whisper, and seems directed at her. What makes it even stranger is that although she didn't notice it at the time, she ends up repeating those exact same words moments later herself.
Come here.
Where the voice came from and why she echoed it remains a mystery. But the most baffling moment happens shortly after. Just earlier, something else had already been caught in the living room. Watch carefully.
Hello from the other side. Getting really funny.
On the surface of a TV screen, a reflection suddenly appears. Something moving that doesn't seem to belong there. At that moment, Kay Marie is sitting down, and her cousin is in another room. If no one else was in the house, then who or what is being reflected? And even more puzzling, why does the screen show this figure, but not the flash from her phone or the light in the room behind her? According to Kay Marie, there was no visible reflection of anything that should have been there. In the end, nothing about that night seemed to make sense. That's exactly why she decided to share this footage, hoping someone might be able to explain it. But so far, no clear answer has ever been found, leaving her still wondering what really happened that night.
Hello from the other side.
But if you thought that was already disturbing, then brace yourself for what you're about to see next. The Ganjam abandoned mental asylum in South Korea is often rumored to be one of the most haunted locations in the world. The facility shut down in the 1990s, but the exact reason behind its closure remains unclear. According to local stories, both patients and staff allegedly began dying under mysterious circumstances, leading many to believe the place is cursed. Despite these chilling rumors, that didn't stop YouTuber K-Pop Dolo from exploring the eerie asylum with his girlfriend, Sarah.
Oh, yes! That door is cut open. Do you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Hello? 안녕하세요. Alright, got it. Let's do it.
Inside, they come across old patient beds still left behind, rooms in complete disarray, and perhaps most unsettling of all, footprints covering the walls.
Look at all those footprints. What the hell? Why are there so many footprints on the walls?
For a while, nothing too unusual happens during their visit. But then, K-Pop Dolo notices something that changes the tone completely.
Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? Okay. God, I'm an idiot. Oh my God, I'm stupid. Oh, stop being so stupid, Andy. Oh my God. What the Okay. That's nothing. Just the wind.
A door that was closed suddenly begins to open on its own. At first, that might not seem too frightening, but things get much stranger when looking back at earlier footage. At one point, as he first enters the building, the exact same door is clearly seen wide open. So the question is, did it somehow close on its own, only to reopen later? K-Pop Dolo insists that neither he nor Sarah touched the door at any point between those moments. And to make things even more unsettling, some viewers claim they can spot a ghostly face appearing in the doorway as he films down the hallway. So, what do you think? Was this a real paranormal encounter, a poltergeist at work, or just an elaborate hoax? You decide. And whatever it is that you decide, I'm also curious what you think of this next clip. During a school trip to the mountains, something unusual ended up being captured on camera. The exact origin of this footage isn't clear. It's believed that the person filming was either a student or a teacher riding along on the bus. But based on what's seen in the video, it almost seems like something else was traveling alongside them, or at least staying very close. Throughout the entire recording, no one on the bus appears to notice anything out of the ordinary. Whether they were focused on the mountain views outside or distracted by the interior of the bus, the strange moment went completely unnoticed at the time. See if you can spot it yourself. Watch closely. At first, everything inside the bus looks completely normal. And that's because whatever was captured doesn't appear inside at all, but outside. If it weren't for the live dash cam feed displayed on a screen inside the bus, this likely would have gone unnoticed. Take a closer look at the monitor connected to the dash cam. Up ahead, just in front of the bus, a strange figure crosses the road. It's hard to tell whether it's walking or running, but the way it moves doesn't seem natural. It appears to stumble or stagger across the bridge, almost like it's limping, before vanishing from view. What makes it even more unsettling is its appearance. The figure doesn't seem to have a visible torso. Only what looks like a pair of moving legs can be seen, with the rest of the body seemingly missing. Because there's so little information about the clip, it's unclear if anyone else noticed it at the time. But if they had, it's safe to say it would have been a terrifying sight. As always, let me know what you think about this one, and let's move on to this next video. YouTube motovlogger Vroom Vroom Dana isn't someone who typically goes looking for ghosts or claims to believe in the paranormal. However, he does enjoy riding his motorcycle out to remote and abandoned locations. On this particular trip, he decides to explore a rundown house in the middle of nowhere.
What was that? That man was creepy, dog. I was like, what the was that?
And that's when things start to get strange. At first, a spray can suddenly flies toward him. Dana finds it a bit odd, but doesn't think too much of it, assuming it may have simply fallen from the deteriorating ceiling above.
Oh, oh my god, this place. Dude, I legitimately have goosebumps.
Moments later, though, something far more alarming happens. A satellite dish comes crashing down right where Dana had been standing just seconds earlier. Realizing the situation might not be as harmless as he first thought, he quickly decides to leave the area.
Oh, I'm getting out of this. I am getting out of here. You know, I don't necessarily believe in like paranormal activity or ghosts or like that, but I was genuinely freaked out at that moment in my life.
So what do you think is going on here? Could this be evidence of a poltergeist or something paranormal? Or is it more likely that someone, perhaps living inside the building, was trying to scare him off? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Oh,
Find that disturbing? Believe me, this next clip will scare you even more. A man and his wife had just moved into a new home deep in the wilderness of Bradford, Pennsylvania. Wanting to show their new place, he begins recording a video to send back to his family in California. But during the recording, he captures something he definitely wasn't expecting.
And we're walking. No more holding her purse. Ooh, what is that in the tree way up there?
A lion.
Look,
Where?
the dark part of it way up there.
Dark?
Did you see it?
No. You better tell me before we get too close.
Right up there.
And up?
Yeah, way at the very top.
You're tripping. Point it out with the camera. Oh, never
Oh,
mind.
it's just part of the tree then, I
Okay,
guess.
then stop trying to freak people out and follow me.
Good.
Hold on. Is that it?
Yeah.
There's the bonfire. Whoa. That was weird.
What?
I just saw something run across the screen.
You liar.
What is that? Who stopped this?
I don't know, man.
No, it was like a shadow. How do I stop this?
Out of nowhere, a strange mist appears in the distance. What makes it so unsettling is that it almost takes the shape of running legs before quickly moving behind a nearby bush and vanishing from sight. The motion is fast and difficult to explain, making the moment even more eerie. So, what do you think? Was this something paranormal, or just a strange natural phenomenon caught on camera? You decide. Did you find these videos disturbing already? Then brace yourself for this next and last video. A group of Canadian urban explorers set out to investigate an abandoned mental asylum. not expecting to run into anything out of the ordinary. But during their exploration, they come across something completely unexpected.
This is like the psych ward. This is where they kept the crazies. Wait a minute. What? Quick sec. Security, what is this? Is there more asbestos in here? Shh. Shh. Did you hear that? Man, that was coming from upstairs. That was coming from upstairs. Let's go see. Go upstairs. Go upstairs. It came from upstairs. It's up the stairs.
Guys.
Go first, man. Shh. No. Because I want to get this on video. I want to get this on video, man. Did you watch The Asylum? They filmed that same exact thing up here. Man. I don't know what the is. Yeah. Shh. Look. Let's go this way. Where'd the other guys go?
In the footage, a strange figure appears, moving in an unsettling and almost unnatural way, while making odd noises that immediately raise concern. At first, some viewers speculated that the figure might not even be human, suggesting it could be some kind of creature or cryptid. However, a closer look reveals an important detail. The figure is clearly wearing shoes. This suggests that despite the disturbing behavior, it's likely just a person, albeit someone moving in a very unusual and eerie manner. That still leaves a lot of questions. Could this be a former patient somehow lingering in the building? Maybe it's just a random individual using the abandoned asylum as shelter. Or could the entire encounter have been staged? I'll leave it up to you to decide. That's all for today, folks. If you want to see more of this creepy content, click on the video on screen.